Lakers take a 2-1 lead against the Houston Rockets. And one of the things that is clear as day is this. LeBron James is the best player on the court. And I know there's a LeBron fatigue. There's a huge LeBron fatigue because if you watch the night before, Kawhi Leonard, he had a block where he blocked the dunk with, the extension of his middle finger. That was like the last finger that blocked Jamal Murray's dunk. LeBron James he had to have at least 4 blocks last night, and nobody's really ranting and raving about that. I mean, he served up his own personal block party. LeBron went off. He had 14 points, I believe, in the second quarter alone, and he really kept the team afloat. Rondo, playoff Rondo, played championship Rondo. He showed himself in a big way. He had 21 points, I believe, 12 in the fourth quarter. The Lakers outscored the Rockets 30-20. And one of the key things to realize there is this. The Lakers are taking it back to the old school. Try to get the ball inside, dribble penetration, kick out, but just simple basketball. And the thing is this. The Lakers are bigger than the Rockets. The Rockets found a way to expose the Lakers' size in terms of JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. And Lakers put a smaller lineup, more agile, but had length, and it disrupted the Rockets' offense. Number one way to beat the Rockets is keep the ball out of James Harden's hands, because nobody else is necessarily going to beat you, especially now they don't have a Chris Paul to make solid, good decisions. Russell Westbrook, he's taking shots. He's not necessarily making the good decisions for you to win basketball games. And it showed itself. It showed itself in multiple ways where Russ was playing too fast and played into the Lakers' hands, and it was able to let them get on, fast breaks and stuff, and especially in the fourth quarter. One thing I'm disappointed in, I'm kind of disappointed in Anthony Davis, the way he plays, because he doesn't necessarily dominate with his body in the interior. It's more like a passive, low block call for the ball. It's not aggressive. He doesn't pin guys under the rim and get pushed out to a good spot where he can catch the ball. Lakers could hit shots, and Rondo hit some shots. They could win this series in 5. I thought this was going to be like a 6-game series, but with the strategy that they're employing and the way that the Houston Rockets just basically refuse to make adjustments, it could be a shorter series than 6, in my estimation. Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks are eliminated. Giannis flat out said that, look, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to another team. I'm going to stay with the Milwaukee Bucks. That's not happening. That's not happening. It's happening because the Milwaukee Bucks are going to be unable to bring in another star in Milwaukee. Guys that they would bring in are past their prime, sort of like a Melo or a Chris Paul. And what they need is a young, infused core with guys that can not just play in the regular season. Bucks are a regular season team. They get into the playoffs and they wilt away under pressure. I don't know if it's the coaching or if it's Giannis or if it's both. To me, I think it's mostly coaching because Budenholzer with the Atlanta Hawks got swept. Then he goes with the Milwaukee Bucks. They're up 2-0 against the Toronto Raptors. They go in and they could proceed to lose 4 straight. That's coaching. This year, they go down 3-1. That's coaching. It's not like the Bucks weren't playing basketball or they weren't giving effort. They weren't making shots, but that's up to the coach to say, hey, the strategy we're employing is not working. Let's go with a different strategy. And, anybody can say whatever they want to say. When I saw Giannis on the sidelines and then they didn't even try to give him a go, I felt like he quit on the team. And this is my reasoning. If they win that game, he's playing Game 6. No doubt about it. But they didn't win the game, so he's like, you know what? I'm not even going to bother. You know what I'm saying? If they win Game 5, he plays. Game 6. But the fact that, this is like basically that I'm going to see what they're going to do. Because he wasn't 100% injured. That was Milwaukee essentially protecting their interests. And Giannis also just testing the team to see what they're going to do. Giannis is not leaving if they bring in a star. If they don't bring in another star to go with Giannis, make a move, whether it's even if it's like a Klay Thompson like or anything like that. If they can't form a big 3 in Milwaukee, he's leaving. Don't believe all the hype and all this other stuff. Hoops Junction, Hoops means Hoopla. Like, comment, subscribe.